Good evening everyone, I am Sakafusi and in this video I will present you with the most useful information to help you plan your team for the upcoming game weeks. I will review which teams have the best fixtures, which players have the best underlying stats, and what the ideal team you could build looks like. Let's start with a very important chart that shows us the strength of teams in both defense and attack. Teams located in the green rectangle have been the best performers so far in the league, both offensively and defensively. The farther right a team is in the bottom right corner, the better they are. Liverpool stands out significantly from the rest, obviously. The biggest surprises in this chart are Newcastle and Bournemouth. The data shows that although these teams are not considered big names, they are performing very well in this season, and we should target players from them. We will soon see who the best players are. On the other hand, the worst teams are in the red rectangle. Southampton, Leicester and Ipswich stand out, and we should target them in the upcoming game weeks to maximize our points. Now that we know which are the best and worst teams, we can calculate the difficulty rating each team is expected to face in the next 7 game weeks. This is the FDR for the forwards. First, we see Liverpool with a rating of 1.16. This means they are expected to score 16% more goals than their average. The standout game weeks for Liverpool are Game Week 23, where they play against Ipswich, Game Week 24 with a double game week, and Game Week 28 against Southampton. We'll soon look at Liverpool's best players. At the bottom of the list is Manchester City. I know Foden just had an incredible performance, but trust me, now is not the time to buy any City players. In the upcoming game weeks, they will face the 3 best defenses in the league: Arsenal, Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. Now let's look at the difficulty rating for defenders. How likely is a team to keep a clean sheet in the next 7 game weeks? Liverpool is again at the top, expected to keep 2.54 clean sheets. Arsenal is also very high. These 2 teams stand out defensively, and it's a good idea to invest in their defenders. We will soon see who the best options are. After analyzing the teams and their schedules, it's time to move on to players and their individual performances. Predicting the future requires dozens of stats, analysis, experience, and a lot of luck. However, if we had to choose just 2 numbers to evaluate a player's performance, the most accurate would be expected goals and expected assists. In this chart, the closer someone is to the top right corner, the better their XG and XA numbers. Salah is of course the standout player. He is followed by Palmer and Isaac. These 3 players should be in every team. The other players are close to each other without significant differences. Their performance will be determined by details. These details include the ease of fixtures we discussed earlier, playing minutes, whether they take penalties, and many other stats. If we consider all these factors, we can predict their future performance. Here is the table of the best players for the next 7 game weeks. Pause the video and take a screenshot of this table, as it's the most important tool for planning your team in the upcoming game weeks. Let's look at the players for each position. In defense, I believe there are 3 clear winners. Arnold, Munoz and Gabriel stand out from the rest. If I had to pick a 4th defender, it would be Milenkovic. He is cheap, we know Nottingham Forest has a good defense, and he is quite threatening from set pieces. In midfield, Salah is of course in a class of his own. He is followed by Palmer, who also has a significant lead over the others. These 2 are essential for any team. Beyond that, there are many possible options depending on your budget and preferences. Son has a good performance and an easy schedule in the next game weeks, putting him 3rd in our predictions. However, At a price of 9.8 million, I'm not sure he's the best choice right now. Ouattara is shaping up to be the best value for money midfielder, costing only 5 million and boasting 0.73 XGI per 90 minutes this season. Incredible numbers for his price. Even if they drop a bit in the future, he's still worth his price. Don't rush to buy him though, as Bournemouth faces two tough fixtures against Nottingham Forest and Liverpool. Mbemo and Fernandes are two players who are always relevant. They consistently play 90 minutes for their teams. They are moderately priced, they take penalties, and they are generally never bad choices, though they usually don't excite. Choose one of them if you want a safe pick for your team. Now let's move to forwards. At the top are Isak and Haaland. Naturally, the price difference between them makes the decision clear. We prefer Isak over Haaland. Visa is the third place and very affordable. Good game weeks are coming for Brentford, and if you're looking for a forward, Visa is a great option. One player who ranks lower in the predictions, but I like, is Gakpo. Liverpool's next 3 game weeks are against Ipswich, followed by a double game week against Everton and Bournemouth, and then Wolves. Salah and Arnold are the top picks from Liverpool by a wide margin. However, I believe Gakpo is the player who will get the most minutes in this series of games, where I expect Liverpool to score many goals, and Gakpo will surely contribute to some of them. Diaz is also a very good player, but I believe he will play fewer minutes than Gakpo. I wouldn't pick a Liverpool defender for the double game week because I don't like investing transfers in defense. The ceiling there is too low. I prefer set and forget defenders. Based on our predictions, let's build the best possible team for the upcoming game weeks. If you have a wildcard, you can create exactly this team. I believe it has the potential to skyrocket your rank. Pause the video and screenshot this team. So far, I've been talking about your teams, but what will I do with my own? This is my team. I have 4 free transfers and 1.2 million in the bank. All my chips are available and my overall rank is 80k. My priority this game week is to bring in a third Liverpool player. I haven't decided 100% yet, but I believe this player will be Gakpo in place of Jackson. Jackson plays away against Manchester City, a very tough game week, while Gakpo plays at home against Ipswich. This way, I'll be ready for game week 24, where Liverpool has 2 games. That's when I plan to use my triple captainship on Salah and also replace Pedro with Visa. Pedro has been out of form for many game weeks, and it's time for him to go. The player I'll captain in the next game week is definitely Salah. He's by far the best player in the game, and he's playing against the 3rd worst defense in the league. It's a no-brainer. According to the model, there's a strong correlation between likes and green arrows. Don't forget to like the video if you want green arrows in your FPL team. Goodbye and see you in the next video.